Go ahead, we're sworn.
Your right hand.
Right. You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
State your name.
Crystal Ortiz.
Ma'am, this is court understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud under the Pittsfield Township Ordinance. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days incarceration, a $500 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form, correct?
Yes.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No.
Please look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Okay.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
Yes.
Were you on probation or parole at the time of this offense?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you? You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes.
And also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes.
May 11th, 2022, at the location of 3825 Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. What'd you do at the buyer store that makes you think that you're guilty?
I had not scanned a few items. I don't remember what they were, but I remember I didn't.
So you went through and you skip scanned some
Yeah.
items and tried to walk out of the store without paying
Yeah.
for them? Store was open to the public at the time?
Yes.
You didn't have anybody's permission to do that, did you?
No.
And the property that you skip scanned, that was property that was offered for sale by Meyer?
Yes.
Ma'am, if between the time I accept your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined in the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
Yes.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this?
It's all on the record, Judge.
All right. And have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, you have.
You have, Judge.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 1, count 2 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to probation for pre-sentence investigation and report and consideration. Prosecutors deferred. Sentencing in this matter will be
March 25th at 12 noon.
March 25th, 2026, 12 noon.
Just so the court's aware.
What?
Her due date is March 7th, so she anticipates she'll be back up and at 'em. 25th.
This is the second due date I've got.
I
This is the second one.
I just like to.
This one doesn't seem like such a close call like the other.
Right, yeah,
Right?
Yeah, we're
So-
good.
Make it at noon. If there is a problem, which we hope there won't be, then let your attorneys know. We'll take care of
Okay,
that.
thank you.
The great thing is that you're having a March baby.
Right.
And
I don't have a March baby. this is number 5, so March is a new one.
it'll be the greatest baby you'll ever have.
Yes.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Court calls the case, People versus Kenneth Kane.
And so on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
I was worried I had to laugh, Mr. Payne. Brian Bowling on behalf of Mr. Payne. State your name for the record, please. Yes. Kenneth Payne.
Thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. Payne is working to get an appeal filed with the Secretary of State, so.
March 18, 2026, 9 a.m.
Perfect.
Continue.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Court calls the case of the People versus Tierra Peterson.
All right, so on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Brian Bowling on behalf of Mr. Peterson.
Tyler Peterson.
She presented a valid driver's license today. We gave that to Mr. Siller and he gives a thumbs up to a double parking offer. Your Honor.
So we can count to double parking, you accept that admission, move to dismiss the original charge.
She'd like to do that.
Okay. Peterson, how long have we been seeing? It's been a minute. I'm happy. I am so happy for you.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow. It's, yes, it's good to just wait. She'll get there. All right. On June 29, 2025, Location of Packard Road, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. Do you have responsibility to double parking a motor vehicle?
Yes, I do.
Court will accept that admission to count two. Count one is dismissed. Sir, what is your name?
Ivan Ramirez.
Okay.
Judge, we're asking for an adjournment in this matter.
March 18th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, sir, I've adjourned your case. Keep in contact with your attorney. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Case People versus Jane Ross.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Brian Bowling on behalf of Ms. Ross.
Matt checked in.
Not checked in? Okay. I don't believe we've been able to reach her, Judge. I'd ask just for the record and adjourn pretrial date, please.
Bench warrant will issue $5,000, 10%. That warrant will issue immediately.
Thank you.
Court calls case of the People versus David Shukite.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Brian Bowling on behalf of Mr. Shukite. I've not been able to reach him yet, Your Honor. I'd ask for an adjourned pretrial date if he's not on.
Shukite, no response. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond $5,000, 10%. That warrant will issue immediately.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case of the People versus Martina Stewart.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
No. Brian Bowling on behalf of Ms. Stewart.
There she is. She's on, Jim.
Okay.
Ms. Stewart, can you state your name, please?
Martina Stewart.
Your Honor, we have not had any contact with Ms. Stewart. We need to ask for an adjournment if possible in this matter.
A defendant asks for 30 days to pay his fines, but the judge mishears it as 30 days in jail. The courtroom freezes for a split second before laughter breaks out. The judge quickly clarifies, keeps things calm, and sets a payment deadline instead of any jail time.
She's still suspended, so. Ma'am, you need to contact your attorneys. I'll adjourn this out 1 month, March 18th, 2000. Go ahead.
I don't have anybody contact information. Up until yesterday, when someone called me and told me that I had court today, I didn't know anything about it.
Okay.
Nobody called
All
me
right.
or anything.
Okay, hold on.
I can give you the phone number for our office if you have a pen handy, Ms. Stewart.
Yeah.
Okay, that number is 222
Okay.
222-6970.
Thank
And
you.
we do have a web page if you displace that, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Court calls the case People versus Tamika Stewart.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Portia Feaster, Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of Tamika Stewart. I do not see Ms. Stewart in the courtroom. I don't know if she's on Zoom, Your Honor. Record, I would request adjournment, but I know why she's not present.
Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond $5,000, 10%. That warrant will issue immediately.
Judge.
Thank you. Court calls case People versus Wayne Calabac.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Brian Bowling on behalf of Mr. Telemack.
Wayne Telemack.
Excuse me. Judge, we're seeking an adjournment in this matter. He's also working to get an appeal filed with the Secretary of State.
March 18th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Well, is it possible, just so I can make sure I get everything completed before I come back, just an additional 2 weeks, if that's possible?
Pardon?
Additional 2 weeks if possible.
I'll,
It'll be the last probably request I ever make.
That would get us to April Fool's Day, I think, right?
Oh, no, don't say that.
I don't know. What is that? April Fools?
All right.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
April 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. That will be the last adjournment.
I appreciate you, John.
Not a problem. We'll see you then. Court does call the case People versus Jeremy Wardlaw.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Portia Feaster, Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of Jeremy Wardlaw. I've called that name here in the courtroom, Judge. They're not appear to be present. I don't know if they're on Zoom or not.
Jeremy Wardlaw,
For the record, I request an adjournment, but I do not know why they are not present.
bench warrant, $5,000. Give it 10% privilege. That warrant will issue immediately.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Court does call the case of the people versus Marius Warren.
Henry Sullivan on behalf of the township.
Torture Feaster Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Warren. Judge, I've called Mr. Warren here in the courtroom. He does not appear to be here. I don't know if he's on Zoom or not.
He's not.
For the record, I request an adjournment, but I do not know why he is not present.
Bench warrant will issue $5,000.
Thank you.
10% warrant will issues immediately. Let's call the case of the people versus Shania Williams.
Henry Sullivan on behalf of the township.
Brian Boley on behalf of Williams.
Shania
She's
Williams.
in- Oh, she's here.
Your Honor, thank you for giving Ms. Williams permission to appear by Zoom today. She is in the hospital. It's my understanding there's an outdate in about 8 weeks.
There's what?
An outdate from the hospital in approximately 8 weeks with respect to some
All right.
prenatal issues.
That's-
Does the court have a copy of her driving record in the file? Because it indicates that she may be valid.
She is valid.
Yeah, I mean, if we can do it on the record, if Miss Williams, since you have a valid driver's license, if you wanted to plead responsible to double parking, that would be the offer for you today, and that would resolve the case today. That's a civil infraction that has no points and does not get reported to the Secretary of State.
Hold on 1 second. Is that the only thing that we can do today?
Yes, that's the resolution.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So, Your Honor, based on what she just stated, she would like to accept the offer and plead responsible to double parking.
Your Honor, we'll get counsel double parking, or do we accept that as admission and move to dismiss for your term?
Thank you. Williams,
Yes, sir.
you may responsibility to the fact on April 7th, 2025, at the location of Washington Avenue in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you double parked a motor vehicle.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Says fines and costs of $180. I will waive the entirety of that fines and costs. You're not working right now. You're in the hospital. I'm gonna waive everything and you just get better. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care.
Y'all as well. Have a good one.
Court calls case people versus Travion Williford.
Henry Sullivan on behalf of the township.
Ready, Judge Torture Feaster Wilford, who is approaching the podium. Mr. Wilford, please state your name for the record when you arrive at the podium.
Travion Williford.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Wilford has so far paid $700 to get his license reinstated. He still owes about $300 to 34th District Court. If we can have a brief adjournment. He says he'll get that paid off within the month.
Within a month.
Judge.
You think you can get that done?
Yes, sir.
Then comes a retail fraud plea under a township ordinance. The defendant admits she skipped scanned items and tried to leave without paying. The judge carefully walks through every right she's giving up, confirms the plea is voluntary, and sends the case for deferred sentencing.
9 a.m. But get it done, okay, young man?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir. The court does call the case. People versus Alberta Wilson.
Henry Sullivan on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Ready, Judge Torture Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Ms. Wilson. Your Honor, I've called that name here in the courtroom. She does not appear to be present. I don't know if she's on Zoom or not.
She is not.
For the record, I request an adjournment, but I don't know why she's not present.
Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $5,000. 10%. The warrant will issue immediately.
Thank you, Judge.
Court does call the case of the people versus Walter Wilson.
Henry Sullivan on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Ready, Judge Torture Feaster Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Walter Wilson, who's approaching the podium. Please state your name for the record when you get here.
Okay, Walter Wilson.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Just speak to Mr. Wilson. It appears he needs at least 2 more weeks to complete an examination to get his license back. So if he could get an adjournment at least 2 weeks, I think he'll get the.
March 18th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Have a blessed day.
You do the same.
Take care.
Or on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jonathan Paul, on behalf of my client. Good to see Your Honor this morning.
Good seeing you. Mr. Orbiston, can you state your name, please?
Yes, Cassandra Ormiston.
All right. I have before me a plea form that indicates that she's going to be pleading as charged to the retail fraud under Pittsfield Township Ordinance, a 90-day offense. Upon her successful plea to that charge, prosecutor will recommend prosecutor's deferred sentence in this case. That's the court's full understanding.
That's correct, Your Honor.
That is our understanding as well. I discussed that with my client. We've executed advice of rights. We're ready to proceed, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, raise your right hand, be sworn. Solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
State your name for the record.
Cassandra Ormiston.
All right, ma'am, it's the court's understanding that you're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of retail fraud under the Pittsfield Township Ordinance. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes,
And to that charge, how do you plead?
guilty, sir.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
I beg your pardon, Your Honor?
You understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have any trial of any kind.
I do understand.
All right. You signed an advice of rights form.
Yes.
Did you have any questions about those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Looking at the form, you understand that you're waiving or giving up all those rights, inclusive of the rights contained in paragraph 5 of your trial rights.
I do.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
I do.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No,
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
I am.
All right. And also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense, ma'am?
Yes.
Let me get to the right paperwork here. Hang on a second. November 4th, 2025, at the location of 3749 Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. What'd you do at the Target store that makes you think that you're guilty?
I left the store with 3 items in my cart.
All right. And you knew they were there
Yes, I did.
and you tried to walk out without paying for them. Is that correct?
I was in an electric cart, yes.
Okay. All right. And you didn't have the store's permission to leave the property or take that property, did you?
No, I did not.
And the store was open to the public?
It was, Your Honor.
And these items that you took, these were items that were offered for sale by Target?
Yes, they were.
All right. Ma'am, if I accept your plea, I do have to advise you that if between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined in a Michigan court rule, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
I do.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
You have, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Was she arraigned?
No,
She was not. All right. But she pled as charged. We're good.
In another touching moment, a pregnant defendant appears from the hospital. After accepting her responsibility for double parking, the judge completely waives her fines and costs. You just get better, he tells her, showing compassion while still following procedure.
Defendant is referred to probation for pre-sentence investigation and report and consideration of prosecutors deferred sentencing in this matter will be
March 25th at 12 noon.
March 25th, 2026 at noon.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. As to the defendant's bond in this case, I will set her bond at personal recognizance, $5,000 bond.
Cassandra, that means you don't need to post any money today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Standard conditions, including no self-behavior, possession of any weapons, no alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs. I will order that you are not to enter any Target store in the state of Michigan.
I understand that.
But not everyone gets mercy. As names are called and defendants fail to appear, bench warrants are issued one after another. $5,000 bonds, immediate enforcement. In this courtroom, if you show up prepared, you might get leniency. If you don't show up at all, consequences come fast.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'll see you next month. Cassandra, I'll follow up in a bit.
Yes. Take care. Court does call the case of the People versus Gavin Whipple.